Welcome back to the IACP conference in Savannah, Georgia. We have Miss Dee Hoult and we have Bing Bop here. Bing Bop, right?
Yep, this is Bing Bop.
Bing Bop's the man. He was the star of your show, I think. No offense to you, but...
Oh, no, he was pretty great, yeah.
People like him.
Yeah, so he's from a local rescue group called Renagade Paws, and they were so gracious to loan us some of their dogs today for my workshop.
Yeah.
For our live demonstration of clicker training, which we did.
Let's hope we can get him adopted out. Someone watching should come and adopt Bing Bop today. He's a ham. He loves everybody. He was in a room with 100 people and a ton of dogs. He's just doing this the whole time?
Yeah, he gets the environmentally stable award, for
yes,
sure.
He seemed to like everybody and everything. So you were working in clicker training, and Bing Bop was killing it. He had a lot of fun. Hopefully he doesn't fall off this chair today.
Yeah, he did. So my workshop was centered on just introducing everybody to the concepts of clicker training and what a powerful tool it can be. And I really hope that people left my talk, inspired that if they're not currently doing any clicker training or not enough clicker training in their practice training dogs, that they give it a good reconsider.
Yeah, I did hear quite a few people walking out. Bye, Bing Bop. Be good.
Come here.
Oh, you're staying. Hey, dude.
He's down here.
I heard quite a few people saying as they walked out, they're like, I should probably do more clicker training. And I heard multiple people come up to you and say the same thing.
Yeah,
so
I hope so.
That's pretty awesome. It must be a good feeling. So tell me, I had a couple questions for you. One, so you were big on free shaping. Can you tell us why? Why do you like free shaping so much versus luring or doing something else?
I use a combination of all the training techniques kind of in my practice, but I particularly love free shaping because I really like to give the animal freedom of choice to decide that they want to work with me. And so although you can't always do as much, or I can't always do as much free shaping as I want to when I'm working client dogs because it's inherently going to be slower than other techniques, I think when you have the time, he just laid down. Yeah. When you have the time to be able to do free shaping, it can tell you so much more about that animal's personality, what their motivations are, how they're feeling in the process, and I don't know, I just get a lot of intrinsic motivation from watching animals turn their wheels.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. This is a hard environment. There's a lot happening in there. When you're free shaping at home or at work, are you working hard to control the environment and keep it pretty sterile?
At my training academy in particular, at Paws Paws in Miami, we have a small room, which we just call our training room, as opposed to the big bay that's matted where kind of all the activity happens. But our training room is like a typical bedroom size. So it's a pretty quiet environment. It's matted. I've got a couple place cots in there. But no, I don't have to work as hard to control the environment because it's a pretty quiet space where the animals can think clearly. And aside from sniffing around the room for maybe a couple minutes, they're usually pretty ready to get their head in the game.
Yeah, you had your work cut out for you today.
I did.
Free shaping, new dogs with no training background in a busy room, crowded busy room with tons of people.
Crowded busy room. Had never met the dogs. Here, you want to take your buddy? Thanks. But you know what? That's part of the game because whether I'm doing it in front of an audience of people watching me or I'm doing it by myself, that's sort of the experience that I wanted to convey. I don't ever know what I'm going to get when I meet an animal for the first time, especially when I walk into the shelter environment and I've either come to provide that animal with enrichment or I'm just evaluating a dog, So you never know what you're going to get.
Can you tell us a little bit about the prison program you run? So I heard, I wasn't able to stay in for your entire presentation, had other things I had to do, but I heard a little bit about that. Can you fill in the audience? Because that sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I run, it's a 501c3. I run a prison dog training program in Florida with a contract with the state, so it's Florida State Corrections. And I founded that program in 2017 after already being involved in prison dog programs for a decade before that. And the entire premise of Magic City Canine, which is my program, it is a vocational program, so the guys eventually will get released and have the opportunity to hopefully use the skills they learned in my program in whatever line of work they do. Hopefully they stay in dog training, but even if it's something else, hopefully they take the confidence, communication skills, whatever skills with them, right?
Yeah.
So Magic City Canine specifically rescues dogs from our municipal shelters in the area in Miami. And I'm specifically targeting dogs that have a length of stay over 100 days, which unfortunately in Miami, and I think it might be true kind of everywhere in the country now, we're seeing longer average length stays of dogs as adoptions are really slow. But I target pit bulls over 55 pounds, and I want the Bing Bops of the world, right? Just my big, goofy, happy dogs, and they get overlooked maybe because people are intimidated
Sure.
or whatever the reason is. And my hope is that by putting training on them, we can get them positive outcomes.
Great. Well, you can't have Bing Bot for that because he's going to be adopted today, hopefully.
Oh, no.
So hopefully someone shows up and gets him.
No, I hope he does.
You can find a new dog for that. Well, thanks for coming on, Dee. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.